Hello and welcome to Canton This Month. I'm your host, Diane Baker. During our show, we'll bring you a variety of special reports from throughout the community as well as local news and more. Canton This Month is produced by Canton Community Productions and the Canton Municipal Government. Our show this month will start off with a look at the new pollinator gardens in the township. Then we'll learn about the pavilion renovations in Heritage Park, and we'll close it out learning about the township composting program. All this and more when we return to Canton This Month.
Hi, I'm Eric Sabria, your Wayne County Treasurer. If you're living in the home of a deceased family member and you're facing property tax foreclosure, the probate process can be helpful to you. If you file a probate petition and notify our office, the foreclosure proceedings will be halted during the probate process. Contact us at 313-224-5990 or email us at taxinfo@waynecounty.com. We're here to help.
Greasy pizza boxes.
Ugh, glass bottles not emptied.
Yogurt containers with... Ew! Cat food still in the can is bad.
But oh, so good.
Hey, what are you doing?
Relax, Mom. We're here to help.
Oh, this stuff could ruin the entire recycling load.
Wow, I had no idea.
Chill. We'll show you the ropes.
Michigan needs to recycle better, and that change starts with you. Learn the rules of recycling at recyclingraccoons.org.
Now let's turn to the news. For those in the market for a new job, across-the-board wage increases for all part-time and seasonal Canton Township positions went into effect. Canton Leisure Services is now hiring for seasonal part-time. Apply today at canton.applicantpro.com/jobs. Open positions may include day camp counselors, teen services staff, lifeguards, and more. Canton Leisure Services is proud to be partnering with Hazel Coffee Company, a local mobile coffee company, to create a work-study program for participants of Canton Therapeutic Recreation and the Block Youth and Teen Center. Now through August, these students will be working at various times at Preservation Park, including the Canton Farmers Markets on Sundays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Here they'll gain invaluable job training and life skills in customer service, math, business, and literacy. Funding for this program is provided by the Out-of-School Time Grant, which is administered by the Michigan Department of Education. Make sure to stop by, grab a cup of coffee, and support this important program. The Canton Farmers Market returns for another season of open-air shopping, providing market-goers with access to Michigan-produced food, produce, and handcrafted goods at picturesque Preservation Park on Sundays through October 13th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., rain or shine. New this year, the Farmers Market is launching its Kids Club. This weekly interaction will introduce children to the concepts of healthy eating, sustainable agriculture, and community engagement through interactive and educational activities. See you at the market. Now a look at the new pollinator gardens in the township.
This is Zibaweiss Nature Preserve. And we've worked with the Township of Canton to get about an acre planted with native wildflowers. What we're trying to do is create viable habitats for pollinating insects, things like bees and butterflies and moths and all kinds of insects. Pollinators are really the building block of any ecosystem, especially land-based ecosystems, and they're the critical part of our food system. So about 80% of our food depends on pollinators being healthy and active to be successful. So they're very important in our lives, but they're under threat. And the biggest threats are pesticides and habitat loss. So we created the organization Creating Habitats for Pollinators to address the habitat loss. So whenever we can, we partner with communities like Canton who will donate space for us to plant wildflowers. We raise the money from private individuals, from foundations, from businesses, and then we'll buy the seeds and use volunteers to plant, prepare, and seed a site, and then maintain it over the years. Because the nice thing about these fields is once you get them established, after the first couple of years, they'll perpetuate themselves year after year. So if you can get them started right, prepare the soil right, get the right seed mix for your area, then they'll continue year after year. So that's what we've been doing with Canton. We've got about a dozen sites here in town. This is our biggest one right behind us. And as you can see, it just started to bloom last week, which is great. Mostly annuals right now. So we've got 3 different kinds of poppies you can see, cornflower, bachelor button, all kinds of things. And then this space, you see a lot of pinks and purples right now, but as the summer goes on, what's great about it is that the same space will look totally different because you'll have things like plains coreopsis, regular coreopsis, all coming into play. So you'll have oranges and yellows and black-eyed Susans and things like that. So it's a nice way to create a dynamic space. It's viable habitat. And what we found, which has been a great, nice surprise, is that people love it. Every day I get pictures from people all throughout Canton, people doing yoga out here, people having picnics out here with their kids. I met a family that was doing a butterfly release party with their little 4-year-olds. And so these spaces, much more than I even anticipated, are engaging the community. So that's why we love doing it, because it's something that the community values and they're taking advantage of it. We're so new, we're only about 3 years old, so we've been working with anybody that wants to work with us. So we've worked with the art spaces like the Village Arts Factory. We've got 2 smaller plantings there, the Canton Dog Park, a couple of elementary schools in town. So really whoever wants to plant a pollinator garden, we're willing to work with you. We'll donate the seeds and the time to get it established. All that we ask is that you help us manage it over time. There's not too much weeding, but there's a little bit of weeding that needs to be done that first year. The second year, maybe a little bit of weeding, maybe we have to reseed a couple of places where there was heavy rainfall or the deer ate a spot and ate down to the ground. So there's always something that comes up. So as long as our partners will help us with that, we're willing to take on and plant wherever people will give us space. So this is our biggest one. We planted the area you see behind me in the fall of last year. And what's interesting is you can compare it. If you look to my left, your right, you'll see the space over there. It's green, but it's not flowering yet. So same seed mix, same area, same people planting it, same site prep, but you can see that it's about 5 weeks, 6 weeks behind this one. This was planted last fall behind me where it's flowering. Over here was planted about a month ago. So in 5 or 6 weeks, that spot over there that's green is gonna look a lot like this spot right here. We've got about 32 different seeds, plants in our seed mix that we use, and you never quite know which one's gonna take off in any particular place. So we like to have a diversity of seeds because something will like this space, something will take off. We want to do native plants. They're used to this type of climate, they're used to this type of soil, so we really strive hard as best we can to get native wildflowers into this space. And those are primarily perennials and biennials. The annuals that we use are from all over. They're not necessarily native, but they're placeholders. So those native perennials can get established. And then if we do our job right, they get established and provide a healthy habitat for the climate, for the animals, for the pollinators that are from this area. So that's why it's really important to look at native plants, and that's what we're trying to do. So it'll be a totally different site a year from now. And then those native plants, because they're from here, because they're used to this climate and this soil, will start to take care of themselves, reseed themselves, and grow year after year. We're a one-person shop. Our website is creatinghabitats.org. And you can send me an email. My name's David Hammond, david@creatinghabitats.org. Send me an email, tell me you'd like to do a space, and we'll meet with you and we'll figure out a plan. One thing that surprised us, because we're a nonprofit, we have to work with other service organizations or public spaces. But we've had a lot of call from private individuals. And while if you're a private individual, we can't donate the seeds for you, but what we can do is give you free advice. So I can walk you through every step of preparing the site, getting the right seed mix, spreading the seeds, how best to do it, when to spread them, rolling them, and really giving yourselves the best chance for success. And that's been amazing. We've had, just in the Canton, Plymouth area, we've had maybe 30 people have reached out in the last couple of years just wanting to know, what's the best way I can put one of these in my yard? So reach out to me. You can also call me, 734-862-1928. That's the office phone number. And if I can help you, I will.
Live music will fill the air of Canton's Heritage Park when the Thursday Night Live Concert Series returns every Thursday through August 15th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Enjoy a weekly dose of fresh air and tasty bites while you take in those summer concerts in the park, which are sponsored by Schoolcraft College. Participants are encouraged to bring blankets or folding chairs to help you relax and enjoy the music on the amphitheater lawn. Headlining performance will begin at 7 p.m. with diverse pre-entertainment offerings scheduled to begin at 6:30 p.m. Canton Township will host a special LGBTQ+ Pride event on Saturday, July 13th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Heritage Park Amphitheater. All ages are welcome at this free inclusive event. This program will include guest speakers, performers, community resources, local vendors, and food. Make sure to show your rainbow pride. For more information, visit cantonfund.org or call 394-5460. Beginning July 29th, Priority Waste will be providing automated collection of garbage to Canton residents utilizing ADA-compliant 95-gallon carts. The new carts will replace the current collection protocol of using 32-gallon containers and garbage bags. Priority Waste will begin delivering 95-gallon carts to all curbside residents starting the first week in July. Please note, although you'll receive your new cart in early July, don't put it out until July 29th. The waste hauling contract is one of the largest contracts Canton has, and we understand this change will generate a lot of questions. To view a list of frequently asked questions, as well as the new collection guidelines, visit cantonmi.gov/216. Additional questions can be emailed to Canton's Municipal Services Department at municipalservices@cantonmi.gov. And we'll be right back with more Canton This Month.
What are the benefits of shopping local? Besides finding quality products and produce in your own backyard, shopping local means your produce is hand-picked and brought to you in its freshest state. Local products means less travel, which helps the environment. Plus, your business helps support the members in your community. So keep it local and visit the Canton Farmers Market Sundays from May until October at Preservation Park. Go to facebook.com/Canton Farmers Market for more details. Get your weekly dose of fresh air, food, family, friends, music, and fun this summer in scenic Heritage Park, Thursdays, June 27th through August 15th from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. with headline performances beginning at 7. We encourage you to bring your blankets or folding chairs to help you relax and enjoy the shows. There will be a beer and wine tent sponsored by Maraschino's with 16-ounce beers and 12-ounce craft beers being $5 and 5-ounce wine pours being $6. 100% of these sales will go to GIO Cares Foundation Incorporated, a nonprofit committed to helping those in need with a focus on children, veterans, and the Helping Heroes organization. Events are free to all ages and no pre-registration is required. Concerts will be weather dependent.
Hey Canton, come rock out this summer at Tuesdays Are Terrific. Meet your friends and neighbors for an afternoon of kid-friendly music, food, and fun. Tuesdays, July 9th through August 6th from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Heritage Park Amphitheater. We encourage you to bring your blankets or folding chairs while you relax and enjoy the music.
First you bite the heads off, then you suck the guts out. Ooh, how your stomach will turn.
Each event is themed and will have amazing dogs, food, and lemonade available for purchase. This event is free to all ages and no pre-registration is required. Concerts are weather dependent.
Now, take a deep breath and sigh.
If you're a senior age 55 and over who is looking to join an indoor walking club, then Canton Striders Walking Club is the perfect place for you. Stop by the Summit front desk and become a member anytime after January 2nd. to gain access to the Summit on the Park indoor track. Annual fees are $8 for Canton residents and $10 for non-residents, plus a per-track session fee of $1 for residents or $3 for non-residents. All walkers are required to check in at the Summit front desk. For more information, please call Canton Club 55 Plus at 394-5485. The Village Theater at Cherry Hills Preservation Society is currently offering a special offer for their cast members to choose a seat in the theater and get the best seat in the house every time. Membership includes early access to your personalized seats for all Canton community productions, access to pre-sale Canton-produced tickets at the lowest rate, savings on concession items, performer meet and greets, and more. The inaugural Village Theater Preservation Society's fee is a pledge of a tax-deductible donation of $300 annually for 2 years. Participants may split payments into monthly installments of only $25 per month. For more information, please email villagetheater@cantonmi.gov or call 394-5300. The Canton City View portal allows you to submit a permit application online, check the status of a permit, and pay fees. It saves travel time and allows you to monitor its process and pay fees from the convenience of your home or office. To learn more about the portal, visit cantonmi.gov/1292. This webpage will help guide you through the registration process and applying for a permit. You'll also find the answers to frequently asked questions. Now we'll hear about the pavilion renovations in Heritage Park.
In August of 2023, when the tornado came through Canton, unfortunately we lost 3 pavilions that were located here next to the playground. And those playgrounds were used every single day for picnics and camps and family reunions. And we, as a township, were committed to making sure that those pavilions were restored. So this spring and early part of summer in 2024, we are replacing those 3 pavilions. We anticipate that, as you can see, the fence is already up and demolition is supposed to start in the middle of June. And we anticipate that by the end of July that those 3 pavilions will be restored as they were before so that everyone can use them for their favorite family gatherings, get-togethers, picnics, and stay cool while they're watching their kids play on the playground. And throughout the summer, the splash pad located just next door to us is going to be open every day, and that'll stay open till Labor Day. And then once those pavilions get put back up, we'll leave them open so that anybody can stop by and have their snack and then go splash in the playground or go down the slide at the playground and enjoy those spaces. When they get restored, you can anticipate they're going to look a lot like they were before. A lot of families have come used to expect that those are the spots where they have their family reunion every single year and they have photos in front of them. And so we wanted to put back something similar so that it's familiar and it feels warm and welcoming for everybody that comes to visit. So there'll be 3 brick buildings similar to what was there before. That'll be pavilions that'll be available to the public. So in 2024, there will be no reservations for those picnic pavilions because we don't have the exact dates of when they'll be reopened, but they'll be free and open to use by the public each day when they come to visit the space. And then in 2025, if you want to book your family reunion, you'll be able to do that in the early part of 2025. We know that they're important to our community and we're looking forward to bringing those back to you very soon.
Enjoy an afternoon of kids' music, food, and fun every Tuesday through August 6th at the Heritage Park from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Concert goers are encouraged to bring blankets and folding chairs, then sit back and relax to music on the amphitheater lawn. All ages are welcome to attend these free concerts. On-site food will also be available for purchase, and each concert will feature a family-friendly theme with a special guest, activity, or character to add to the fun. Rock and stroll the night away at Concert and Cars on July 17th, 24th, 31st, and August 7th in the heart of Cherry Hill Village this summer for 4 consecutive Wednesday nights of classic cars, live bands, mini golf, food, art, and fun. Bring your friends, family, and a lawn chair and come enjoy the return of this popular community event series at the Village Arts Factory. Interested in bringing your classic historical muscle car to show off? Contact us at kevin.ryan@cantonmi.gov. Find more information at cantonfun.org/678. And area artists are encouraged to enter the 30th Annual Canton Fine Arts Exhibition at the Village Theater at Cherry Hill by August 4th for consideration to be locally exhibited from September 26th through October 28th. Artists are invited to enter their sculpture, fine arts, photography, ceramics, wall hangings, and mixed media by the deadline. Participation is open to all artists 18 years and older, living or working in Michigan. Enter online today at cantonvillagetheater.org. For more information, call 394-5300. Now we'll learn about the composting program in the township.
Each year, the U.S. produces 268 million tons of waste. 140 million of that goes directly into landfills. The average American tosses 4.5 pounds of trash each day. But what does that mean? And how can we limit trash production? In the United States, more than 50% of trash going to landfills contains compostable material. Compost is made from a biological process during which naturally occurring microorganisms, bacteria, and insects break down organic material such as leaves, grass clippings, and certain kitchen scraps into a soil-like product. Recycling food and other organic waste into compost helps to enhance food nutrition, increase crop yields, strengthen plants' immune systems, restore fertility to soil, regenerate our food systems, and clean our water. Promoting waste reduction and recycling through increased composting is part of the Canton Board of Trustees' strategic plan.
The Canton Township Board decided that they wanted to use a healthy environment as one of their goals. We have a landfill in Canton that is 3/4 full, and we have less than 10 years left, and we have to be mindful of that.
When you have landfills, you want to extend them for a lot of different reasons. One's environmentally, you want to have less in there, it produces less landfill gas. Also, from a cost standpoint, if you can extend the life of that landfill, you keep reducing the cost for managing your solid waste, including food waste.
In 2022, under the direction of the Township Board, Canton's Municipal Services Department started investigating local composting programs and how it could best offer it to Canton residents. As a result, Michigan Consulting and Environmental was contracted by Canton to help start a pilot program.
Michigan Environmental Consulting helped set up the sites, and they put up the process and procedures in place of where to take the food waste. And we've been very pleasantly surprised because we were concerned about odors, we were concerned about a mess, we were concerned about rodent issues, and to date we haven't had any of those problems.
Trying to keep everything out of the landfill, or as many things as possible. There's a kind of reverse pyramid with all the different components of reduction, reuse, recycle, and a great alternative is composting. And enhancing on your current composting program, the township came to me and asked, hey, could you help us out with food composting? It's been a great fit, been hugely successful.
In October of 2022, a call went out to the community looking for interested residents to volunteer for the pilot program. Within an hour, over 200 people had signed up, and by the end of the week, Canton had exceeded the 600 volunteer openings.
We asked for volunteers who would want to start composting, and right away we had 400 people.
So I just immediately reached out and wanted to participate because I really felt like this is something I relate to and I feel our community really needs.
I wanted to join the program because I'm concerned about what's going on this earth, and just whatever I can do, regardless of whether it's just a small thing to do, I wanted to be a part of that.
When we collect all the compost, it can then be used for other things. We can do like a community garden, people can use it for their homes. Instead of it going right into the landfill, we can actually use it for something and make our community brighter.
I usually only put garbage out maybe twice a month now, because the only things that go in my garbage are plastics that can't go in the recycling bin.
Our garbage every week now has gone down to one small 8-gallon bag. It's amazing how much is cut down.
Participating in the program is easy. All volunteers are given a 2.5-gallon bucket with a lid, a sticker displaying the list of acceptable food waste, and a guide listing program information. Due to the size of the community, 4 designated drop-off locations were selected: the Summit on the Park, Walker Winter School, the Canton Farmers Market, and Fire Station 2.
Every Friday, the drop-off locations are tipped by My Green Michigan, and the food waste is taken up to Spurt Industries in Wixom. We provided QR codes to all of the volunteers, so each time they drop off their food waste, they're able to scan their QR code, which links to a survey where they can report any issues with the site, really. So we have an open flow of communication back and forth so we can address any issues as soon as they come up.
It's really easy for me. I think there's stations throughout Canton that would be close to anybody.
Oh, it's super easy. We just keep the bin right next to our trash can. We know to put it in there, but even when we have guests over, we say we compost, and most everybody's like, oh, that's cool.
Compost from drop-off locations is collected weekly and taken to Spurt Industries, a commercial compost processing facility located in Wixom. Once there, food waste is combined with yard waste, wood waste, and other organic waste and placed into long windrows. The center of these rows generates enough heat to convert organic materials into a nutrient-rich, biologically stable soil amendment through natural decomposition. The end result basically takes this and turns it into this. The use of compost helps to restore nutrients to the soil because without nutrients, soil is just dust. We are happy to report the first year of the pilot program has diverted over 165,000 pounds of food waste from the landfill, but we're not done yet. This year, Canton is hoping to divert even more by opening the program to more volunteers.
We would like to expand it so that everybody uses the program, because if everybody uses the program, that means least amount going in our landfill.
This is very exciting, very encouraging that Canton is taking to this program. So we're looking forward to potentially doing more with this program.
I love checking the email every week, whether it's a question or just a story about how it's impacting an individual's life is just really, really fantastic.
I'm again pleasantly surprised at the amount of activity and how consistent it's been. The people are really passionate about it.
Give it a chance, it is not difficult. You will feel it is rewarding, and it is something very easy. It's not extra work.
It takes that first step to really get into it. Go for it and try it out, and I think you'll find that you'll really enjoy it.
Making our communities more sustainable is not something just that the township has to do. It's like a joint partnership between residents, businesses, and the government. You are doing your share in making our community more sustainable.
If you're interested in volunteering, please visit cantonmi.gov/1360 and fill out the online application. Thank you to all who have been participating in the program, and we look forward to adding more.
We hope you've enjoyed our show. On behalf of the team at Canton this month, I'm Diane Baker, and I'll see you in Canton.